Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I prep my hair for my knotless box braids. This is for my standard size knotless box braids, and the method I'm going to show you today should help you achieve it on your own. So of course you're going to need your rack. You can find this at your local beauty supply stores. You can find it on Amazon. I know some people make custom racks on Instagram. So you just have to look around, but they're pretty easy to find. And of course, I'm going to be using my favorite braiding hair brand, Xpressions. And this is the color 1B. So of course I'm going to unravel it, and I am going to cut it in half. This is what it looks like when I take it out of the bag. And of course guys, you're going to need some scissors. This is me grabbing my scissors. But yes, of course, you're going to have to unbraid it. And you can just cut it right down the center. Some people like to cut it in 3. Honestly, guys, I would just rather cut it in half, 2 pieces. Because you would rather the hair be too long and you can still adjust it to the correct length than it be too short. And you will have to do just more work to get it the way you want it. So this is what it will look like. You cut it in 2. This is 2 pieces. Of course, we're going to take off this rubber band, but this is what it looks like when you cut it in half. So first, we're gonna just talk about one portion of the hair. We're gonna sit this other one to the side. And I'm just gonna show you guys how to pluck the hair, the ends of the hair. Because this is the trick, guys. This is the trick. You see how blunt the ends are? That is what you do not want. You do not want the ends of your hair that blunt. And some people use a brush, but I do not like to use a brush. I like to use my hand, because with the brush you lose more hair. So what we're gonna do first before we pluck the ends is we're gonna split it into 2 pieces. Make sure it's even, guys. Make sure it's even, and just use your hands to make sure and feel, to make sure the density is the same. So that one felt a little heavier, so I'm just taking hair from that one, and I'm just making sure it feels about the same. And we're gonna sit that to the side. So again, we do not want the ends to be this blunt. So what we're gonna do is hold the hair at the top, of course, to ensure that we don't pull the hair out of our hands when we're plucking it. So again, if you didn't catch that, we split that 1/2 into 2. And make sure it feels about the same. And that's just me adjusting the weight density. So this is what the half looks like. You see how blunt the ends are? We don't want that. So see me holding it at the top? Make sure you got a nice grip on it. And you start pulling the ends. Just pull, just pull. Make sure you don't pull too hard, because you don't want to pull the hair out of your hand. But again, you do not want blunt ends. That's the key to ensuring that your braids do not unravel. As you can see, guys, this is how you want it to look. You see the difference? You see the difference? Of course, I still have some more plucking to do, but you can already see a tremendous difference in the two. So just keep plucking, plucking, plucking. As you can see, guys, this is what it will look like. You see the difference? This is exactly what it will look like, guys. Not like you don't want the blunt ends. The blunt ends will cause your braids to unravel. You want it to look like this. Beautiful. So as you guys can see, this rack has 6 rows. So that means you will have 6 knotless braids per rack. So we're gonna take this half that we just plucked. We're gonna take the half that we just plucked, and we're going to separate it into 3 pieces. And guys, we want to make sure that all 3 pieces are even. It feels the same weight, like one is not bigger than the other. We want to make sure that they are all the same size. And guys, this is a beginner friendly video, so if you're familiar with, you know, like hair density and you understand it pretty well without having to separate it, by all means, that's me, so do so. But this is just the easiest method to ensure that all of your braids are even. You don't want your braids to be different sizes. So this is what it will look like. So now, guys, out of the 3 plaits we just made, we're gonna create 10 strands from each plait. So again, we're gonna make 10 separate strands from each of the 3 plaits we just created. So we're gonna start off with a small piece. You don't want it to be tiny, but you don't want it to be too small. And guys, keep in mind that you want the pieces to be relatively the same size. So here's an example. Okay, so you see this piece. This is the very first piece. But you also see this is the second piece. And as you can see, there's really not a tremendous difference. And that's what you want. You don't want to have a really skinny piece and then your next piece be this really thick jumbo piece, because then your braids won't look seamless. They'll look knotty and it just will not look uniform at all. So again, we're gonna make 10 strands out of this section we just created. As you can see, let me move my camera down for you guys. As you can see, this is what it will look like. 10 separate strands from that one section that we just created. So I'm gonna take the second section and we're gonna make 10 strands out of that again. Again, we're going to start off with a small piece, and each piece is going to gradually be bigger than the one previous from it, but it's not going to be double the size. Just slightly bigger, guys, slightly bigger. So guys, I want you to keep in mind that we are only on the second half still. we still have one whole section, and this is the second half of that section. So I'm just going to repeat this cycle again. Make sure you hold the top so the hair doesn't fall out of your hand, and you're just going to keep pulling until you no longer have blunt cuts. So guys, we're going to create those 3 separate sections again to create 3 knotless braids. I almost stumbled over my words for a second. But again, we're just going to split this into 3 even sections as shown. And out of each section, we're going to create 10 separate strands to create 1 knotless braid. So again, this is just me going over the same method. And so guys, this is what it will look like once we're done. So again, that's only half of the pack. So 1/2 will get you 6 knotless braids. It will get you enough hair separated for 6 knotless braids, 1/2. So guys, I really hope this video helped you out a lot. Again, do not use the pre-stretch hair. That's just my preference. It's whatever you guys like, but I personally like the original hair better. And I am going to insert some clips at the end just so you guys can see how thick the braids are. And again, this is my regular standard size, and I hope you guys enjoy. Again, also, if you have someone that wants them bigger, of course it would be the same method, but the pieces will be a lot bigger. And the same way if they wanted them smaller. And again, this is the hair that I used. I personally do not care for the pre-stretch. I'm gonna say it over and over and over again. But the key is, guys, to make sure that your hair is not blunt at the ends and that it is separated properly, evenly, because that's what's going to make your braids look uniformed, and that's what makes braids look neat. You want your braids to look uniform, guys. And so I'm going to give you guys a final look, and I'm going to add some clips at the end of this style, my standard knotless box braids, so you guys can have an idea of what this will look like. Stay tuned. So guys, this is the size that it would be, and this is what it will look like. These are my triangle part knotless box braids. I hope you guys find this video very useful. Make sure you guys comment, make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys share it, and definitely make sure you subscribe. Make sure you let me know what you liked about this video, and let me know if this video was very useful. Thanks guys. See you next time.